Hi everyone, I hope you have a lovely evening. I'm so happy to be here with everyone. Everyone's so enthusiastic and passionate about what they're doing today. It's awesome to be surrounded by so many creative people. My name is Bocianowska. I'm a second year fine arts student. I was a class rep in first year, and this kind of sparked my passion for going forward with this, and this year just going up and hopefully getting the vice president role. Today I'm going to go over a little bit of the points from my manifesto. I might not be able to cover all of them, but you're more than welcome to check it out online and just see deeper into what I'm about. So first of all, I will chat about the SUSI reform. I myself am the recipient of SUSI, and I know how important it is to get as much help as possible during your student years. Financial help, especially with the inflation and everything that's going on. I know how difficult it is for students right now, for the housing and just be able to survive the everyday student life. It's important for everyone to get as much support as possible, and I will work really hard to increase income threshold and not be penalized for working, because as students we also have to work on the weekends and work part-time jobs during the summer, which makes us scared that we might not get our grant in the next following year, which I feel like it's unfair because it also has a toll on our mental health, and I think it's really important to support those students, especially that the cost of living is going increasingly high this year. I will campaign for knowing your rights. I feel like it's so important for everyone to know simply what you're allowed to receive, and in the most simplest way possible. I know for international students, and even for myself, because I'm Polish, it's difficult to understand certain difficult words, and I will create information sessions, just kind of understanding all of the revenue, all the student assistance fund, everything that is given to you for the college, because you might be aware, but you might get a lot of additional support throughout the year. Next, I will also run an empowerment, engagement and employment system, where I will create sessions where you're going to be getting a lot of help creating a very passionate very great CV, which will be eye-catching and help you train how to speak publicly and in interviews, to make you less shy and go out there and just kind of get the support, because I know everyone would be very anxious about going into new places and new people, and some people might stress more than others, and I feel like you need the support as much as possible to just kind of go out there and be able to provide for yourself, because it's so difficult nowadays, especially for students, with the accommodation too. I will be the female voice, but don't get me wrong, I will be talking for everyone. But as a female, I feel like it's so important to have a representative, and we are lacking a little bit of it. There wasn't a female vice president over 6 years, and I feel like I will be an amazing one because not only am I a woman, but I'm so passionate and dedicated to the role, and I feel like everyone needs a representation. And the ATU are developing disciplinary policies, student charters and consent sexual health policies for the entire university. And there isn't a female opinion being portrayed in these documents. And because we are a part of these problems, I think it's so important to kind of have the voice for it. There's a lot more points I would like to cover, but there's not enough time. But thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you consider my points. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. So there are a couple of questions, so we'll move on. Can you name 2 committees you would sit on if elected as Vice President for Academic Life?
It's one of them is the exam board. The third one is the CEO for the online students, and there's multiple others. I'm just a bit stressed right now.
So the next question, Julia, how do you plan on achieving exams before Christmas when it comes to degrees in science, where they must be assessed at midterm and Christmas?
So considering that we did have a trial test run done before we changed from IT Sligo to ATU, it was possible, and it was very doable. 1/3 of the colleges in Ireland are able to provide such environment for students, and I feel like we as ATU, as a university now, we are more than capable of creating like exams before Christmas. Whether or not the students do want that, I will run a lot of what is it called? Sorry. I will talk to students, and I will communicate with them whether or not they do want the Christmas exams run, and I will work hard to provide that for them.
What are some current female problems that are prevalent this year that you feel you can inflict positive change through policy creation at ATU Sligo if you are elected?
So for a vice president position, I will be able to be in part of committees that will allow my contribution to be a part of certain policies, and I feel like I'll be able to influence females and just students that have problems during the college lives. There will be zero tolerance for any sort of harassment, sexual assault, no spiking or anything will be passed through while I'm here. I'll try my best at least. I know it's such a difficult subject and so many people struggle with these problems, but awareness has to be spread. It's a very touchy subject for a lot of people, but everyone will have to fight together because it's just unacceptable, and I will not let that pass.
What are the 3 most important things for you to achieve before Christmas if elected?
So I'll definitely focus mostly on the Christmas exams because this is the first priority because it's so close in date. And then I will try my best to go into the private names on the exams, so that instead of having your name and the person correcting it, knowing who you are in the way by your surname, knowing that if you're foreign or not, you know, everyone is so different. You don't know if there's some kind of hard feelings between them. I think it's important to just put, for example, like a student number. Secondary schools do it for Leaving Cert and Junior Cert. I feel like we're so much more capable of providing that for the students, so they're more comfortable with being themselves and learning at ease.
Okay, Julia, thank you very much.
Lovely.